Hello, my name is Courtney. I was paired with Abby for the virtual learning project. We did ours on grammar and parts of speech for second graders. I think one thing we really did well was speak clearly. We had an engaging tone, and I also think we had a good amount of information per slide. We had the part of speech at the top with the definition and some examples. The slides were kind of plain. We probably could have added some pictures or animations even, just to spruce it up a little bit. But I think we had a decent amount of information per slide, not too much, but enough. Because if we had too much, we'd lose the students immediately just because they were so young. Like I said, I'd like to add animations. I think I could also work on pacing myself a little bit. I think I did pretty well, but I seem to talk really fast very often. So that's something I could always work on. And yeah, just adding pictures to the slides. I was a little hesitant since they're second graders that it could be distracting. But I saw other groups did it and I didn't really feel that it was too distracting. Just being cautious of what we're adding and the age group and everything is important. One thing I really liked that other groups did was using the on-screen drawing and the highlighting as they went, just to help students follow along. And how they were drawing as the video went on, it kind of felt as if it was an in real life class, which I really liked, and it could help students. I also really liked the groups that presented a problem and then said pause this video, solve it, and then when the students would play it again, the answer and the solution would be given to them. And the only concern I really have with that is that students might not actually pause the video and solve it. They just might let it play through and they're given the answer and how to do it. But that's probably a concern with older elementary and middle school, not so much the first and second grade level. Something I learned from this project is how important it is to perfect your virtual learning project, since the students don't have anyone there to ask questions to, and all the information should be clear and even repeated if they're expected to know it for class. For example, if this was a lesson that they were supposed to watch at home and then we were going to do it during class the next day, the things they're expected to know should be reiterated multiple times throughout the video, just because they aren't there to, the teacher isn't there to answer questions for them, which is often when things get repeated. I also learned that this kind of learning is good to introduce an idea because you can teach the basics through a video, and the students have more knowledge going into the lesson. I don't think I would really use it as a main lesson, especially with elementary students since they have so many questions. But yeah, I think this tool could actually really help older elementary and even middle school with giving the basics before a lesson.